David Bennett.
Mr Speaker, and it's a great pleasure to speak in regard to this bill. And we've had a very generous, I think, explanation from all members of the House around the history of the roles undertaken by the Blind Foundation, especially the last speaker, who made a very poignant point about the need for independence and the ability to live one's own life, even though someone may have a disability. My grandfather was in fact blind or of limited sight, and we knew little about it, but we do have stories of him going to Parnell in Auckland travelling from Cambridge, and I know that that service in those days was essential for him. And I know that service has carried on over the years. It has grown and it has become a lot more sophisticated, I'm sure, since then, and has delivered a lot more in a range of areas for a number of New Zealanders that have had to endure and go through the process of making a life for themselves in our community, which isn't always open to people that have disabilities or issues with sight. And so this is a bill which is a very simple bill in the sense that it adjusts the structural nature of the organisation so that it can provide better service to its members, and that is something that I think everybody in this House is no doubt in support of and wishing to see progress. And I just want to echo the words of my colleague, Mr Tim McIndoe, around how in Hamilton we're very fortunate to have a very strong service in our city that is well represented, and so many great people there that give a lot of voluntary time to help out other people, and whether in communication and also in just support. I think the key thing, though, when you talk to people that are in a situation where they do have limited sight or hearing loss as well, is very much getting into that job market. You know, having an occupation, having ability to be part of the community and work, and it is a big part in giving them confidence and support. And I think that's one thing that this Parliament could possibly do a lot more to help people in that area, is into work, and to enable organisations like the Foundation for the Blind to actually achieve a lot more to give people that independence and confidence in their own abilities and also their contribution to our community, and to be feeling that they are valued and part of the community, because that is essentially what everybody wants. And if we can actually make that easier for people to have that opportunity, then I think that's something that this Parliament should progress. So although it may be a simple bill and achieve quite a simple purpose, it is something that is in a very important area that makes a real difference to people's lives. And you know, I think that we should support and assist in any way we can organisations like this that do a great deal of work in our community and make a real difference to people's lives in ways that we would never understand unless you've actually had to go through. Thank you, Mr Speaker.
Dennis O'Rourke.
Thank you, Mr Speaker.